The art of rejoicing, how to feel happy for others' success and happiness. Do you genuinely feel happy when some of your friends have something wonderful that happened to them in their life? A big success, a wonderful, luxurious holiday. What about if it's someone you don't like that much? Or someone that doesn't like you? Is there a quiet whisper? Why not me? A little drop of jealousy, of envy, maybe a lingering feeling underneath the surface of not feeling good enough. And there is no right or wrong answer. Jealousy and envy is a universal feeling. We've all felt it at some point in our lives. I have a friend who, by all the current standards, is widely successful, well known, is also a very kind and joyful person. And while I always celebrate his successes, there is a small part of me that sometimes aches with comparison. Since childhood, I always felt like an outsider, and somehow his success in my mind magnifies my own smallness, my own loneliness, my own weirness. Like a whisper telling me, you've not made it, you're not good enough. So why do we feel like that? Well, since childhood in the classroom, we learn to compete and compare and to win, and we're praised for that. So we learn to not feel good enough if this doesn't happen. That's why it's quite universal as a feeling. If you're in a part of your life, a stage of your life where you felt you haven't fulfilled all your dreams, you're feeling like life is passing away, and you're still carrying some old childhood wounds, then you will be more prone to feeling like that. Whereas if you're in the stage of your life where you've accomplished a lot of your dreams and you're happy where you are, you're content with what you're having and feeling, and you will be less prone to those feelings. And life goes in waves, so it won't be a constant. But here is the thing. Jealousy is not a sign of failure. It's a signpost that there is something to dig deeper within ourselves, something still to heal, and something to move forward to. There is a hidden cost to jealousy. So why do we want to release jealousy from our being? Well, first and foremost, it doesn't feel good. I don't want to feel jealous. It's quite a miserable state to be in. It's contracting, it's a comparison, a feeling of not being good enough. It is not a great state to be in. So that's the first, to me, and the most important reason that we want to move out of this state when we can, in our own timing. In Buddhism, the principle of karma teaches us that every of our action and thoughts creates our experiences in life and future life. And so karmically, we don't want to stay in that jealous state, and we really want to have those thoughts of celebrating with others. And it's the same than the law of attraction, where what we emit, we receive. So we want to be in a state of celebration, because jealousy is not going to bring anything positive. We want to really emit abundance and celebration to receive that as well in our life. Jealousy ultimately stems from the belief that there is not enough to go around. That if this person has this, or if this person feels that, then I can have it. And that's simply not true. So how to shift out of jealousy? Well, like any practice, especially those that have been ingrained since childhood, it will take a little bit of practice, a little bit of time. But here are the 8 steps. 1, be true to yourself. Acknowledge that you're feeling this way, that there is jealous feeling or envious feeling. Secondly, allow those feelings. There's nothing to be ashamed about. We've all felt that at some point in our life. It will come back at some point. Just allowing in, just closing the eyes and feeling where you're feeling it in your body, how it is. And it's not a great feeling to be in, so observing what's the sensation in the body. And the more you allow it, the faster it will release, because if we deny it, if we repress it, it will continue to show up. Then we get curious, asking questions, investigating, why am I feeling this way? What about this success of someone else or happiness of someone else is triggering to me? Sometimes it will be very obvious, sometimes not as obvious. What is the underlying feeling underneath? Until you dig into that belief that, oh, well, if they have it, then I can't have it, then I'm not good enough. Where is it stemming from? What is that younger part of yourself that's still believing that you're not good enough? So first, just be gentle with this part of yourself. There is going to be a younger part of yourself that has created this belief that will need some cherishing, some nourishing, some love, some compassion. So, hey, I see you, I hold you, you are good enough. And allowing this part that obviously wants to be heard and wants to be allowed to feel, to do all of that. Then we work with the mind, reframing the narrative. So if you're envious or jealous about someone going on holidays, maybe it shows that your heart wants to go more on holidays. So instead of seeing it as, oh my gosh, I can't have it, how can I can see that my heart is still longing for a holiday. How can I make that happen for myself? Or maybe you're comparing yourself with a standard that was kind of constructed. So maybe you're looking at someone else's body and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so much thinner or stronger or whatever it is, and you're feeling low about yourself. But who created those standards of beauty? Can you deconstruct those beliefs, those standards, and just choose how you want to create your own standards? Like, how I feel is maybe more important than how I look. And so really reframing for yourself those standards. And then number 6 is going to be, how would you rather feel? How would you rather feel instead of feeling bad about someone else's happiness? Well, I would rather celebrate with them. I would rather be happy or inspired by it. So once you've chosen how you would rather feel, practice. Close the eyes and visualize yourself being happy for these people, for that friend, from that person, that being. Genuinely happy. And if it's hard for you to genuinely feel happy for this person, imagine what it would feel like to celebrate the success, the happiness of this being. Just cheering them on and feeling their happiness, and it's coming back to you and you're feeling happy as well. It is quite a beautiful practice, very powerful. So practicing that often enough, and maybe every day for a little bit. And then repeat. Just each time you're feeling yourself, feeling those feelings, it's okay, not be ashamed. Just go through the process again. And the good thing in that, in our society, it is very easy to train. We have social media, and usually, there is actually studies showing that people on social media that scroll, then you're feeling worse about yourself, because social media is kind of a snapshot of the highlights of life, not the real part with the darkness and the light of each of us and our lives. So you could scroll on social media and make it a rejoicing practice. Think, oh, I'm happy for this person to be so happy, and having your little rejoicing practice like that. Because when we truly rejoice over someone else's happiness, we invite more of that joy and happiness within ourselves. And that in itself is a beautiful success.